If I was serious about hiring, where would I go? If you have ever tried to find talent, creative talent especially, you know it is not always an easy feat. I know some of you like to post in your Instagram stories. Maybe that might be helpful. Some of you might be using other platforms or the jobs boards to find talent. Sometimes that comes with their own challenges, but we are here to help you and save the day. With NewComma, you can find talent using our brand new opportunities board. This is not just a jobs board. This is somewhere where you can find talent for different types of creative opportunities. It's why we've renamed and changed the platform from just a jobs board on that specific page to an opportunities board. You can share your latest residencies, your latest call outs, your latest funds and grants that you're awarding to different types of creatives, especially if you're looking for Black and African creatives. That's where our community is looking for these kind of opportunities.
I'm going to show you how to create a listing in this quick tutorial. So you click on the button here, create listing. You can either create blank or copy from an existing listing, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we'll create one from scratch. We've also got some NewComma templates launching very soon, ones that you can customize and add as needed. Right, so we'll start with blank. Select your opportunity type to get started. In this case, we'll go with a grant. So we'll go to continue. Set your country, set your city. Now let's select some tags or skills. I'm just going to select just these 3 for the purposes of this demo. You can pick a salary range or you can keep it as a fixed one, but this one, let's do 500 to 1200. You can set a currency. In this scenario, let's go with the franc. And now you add a description for your listing here. Of course, you can use any of these options above to further add some text formatting. I'm just going to get rid of some of my line breaks here. But yeah, essentially this is the information that people would see once they post. Now, there's 2 options through which people can apply. You can use our applicant tracking system, so all of the applications are reviewed and assessed via our platform directly, or if you already have a listing that exists somewhere else, maybe like a LinkedIn or an Indeed or your personal website, you can also have the opportunity to put that URL here. But in this scenario, we're only listing via NewComma. So you can also require the submission of supporting documents like a traditional resume or CV or a portfolio for them to add as a link. You can also add screening questions. Sometimes we ask, how did you hear about NewComma? Let's keep those 2 options for now. Of course, you can add other question types such as like text, long text, the same way you would use a Google form. So once you've selected all of those, you have 2 options, either to list for 30 days or to list for 14 days. And you can see the various additional benefits that come with every listing type. So once you've made a decision, you can either pay by card or pay with Comma credits. Comma credits are only available to our NewComma Plus and Pro memberships. So once you sign up to that, you're able to use your NewComma tokens to pay for this listing. As you can see, I don't have a membership, so my token balance would be 0. For Plus, you get 150 tokens, and for Pro, you get 250 tokens that you can use for these 2 listings here. And you can see that one is 50 tokens for the 2-week listing, and the other is 100 for the one you've got for a month. So yeah, once you pay and publish, it takes you to the opportunities board, which is here. And this is what it looks like once it's posted, and then people can apply using these buttons. You see all of the questions that you put before there. And then if you need to review your applicant, you go here to your dashboard, and here you can see all of the listings that you've had. You see some of the drafts that I just posted. So in your applicant tracking system, you're able to see everyone who has applied, review their resume if they have that filled out on NewComma, review their portfolio, and of course any screening questions that you added, you can see that here. You're also able to filter your applicants by the ones you've accepted, rejected, or favorited. Right, so that's more or less the A to B of listing an opportunity on NewComma and shortlisting your applicants. Of course, the buttons to accept or reject are here. You can favorite, and of course you can message them directly. And that is it.
If you need any help, feel free to reach out. We're always on hand to assist you throughout your process.